All right, what's up YouTube? Got our race truck here. We just got back from UCC. Now, leading up to the event, we had a lot of work that needed to be done. Wednesday night is when we got the truck back from our roll cage shop. So we had a large list of things to do, but we managed to pull it together. We got our slicks put on. A lot of work that had to be done. We got it together. We got it on the trailer. Got it down to UCC. We also brought our Burnout truck down to UCC to throw it in the pit Saturday night. If you saw our previous video of Mid-Michigan, we had a turbo problem down at Mid-Michigan. Well, lo and behold, we not only blew a turbo, but we also blew the motor. So it was not a good weekend for us with our Burnout truck. Overall, very pleased with how our race truck performed. That was our real first pass. As you'll see in this video, that was a real first good hook that we've had with this truck. Hope you enjoy the content. Morning of UCC Friday, and we are running extremely behind because Kenny forgot to wake me up this morning.
Forgot.
All right, we're all loaded up. We are going to be getting to hitting the road. Shop. Kenny locking up the door, and we are gone. We're about 10 minutes away from, I always get the name wrong, Lucas Oil Raceway or something, because there's the Speedway and then there's the Raceway. I think the first time we went to UCC, we typed in the wrong one and we drove to
downtown.
Yeah, like
Speedway.
We're heading to one of them, but we're just driving to the campground right now. Yeah, pretty happy with how the truck turned out. I'm sure I could do some more bracing on the fiberglass bedsides, but they're on there. It's functional.
Can't see it at 120 miles an hour.
Yeah. Good day, sir.
Morning, how we doing, sir?
Good.
Alrighty, what's the name on the reservation?
Nathaniel Smith.
Okay, Daniel Smith, alrighty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, fellas.
Made it down to the campsite. Got all the stuff put in the camper. It's pretty boring. Nothing really that exciting going on over there. So we weren't able to make it to the driver's meeting, but David and Jack went down there, was able to go over the rules and everything, and apparently anything running faster than 720 has to be over 6,000 pounds. There's no nitrous allowed. We didn't have our nitrous kit fully hooked up anyway. It's not really that big a deal. Jack is getting ready to dirty spray his truck down on the dyno. Why not?
I just don't think connecting rods are supposed to be sprayed with nitrous.
I mean, they'll be fine.
Pushing them past the breaking point,
We'll just do a small shot.
and then I pull off the dyno with excessive blow-by.
We're pretty much ready to run over to the track. They've been making a couple test hits, so we got to still go through tech and get the truck inspected. Hopefully, I mean, we've done everything that they would have asked. We're just gonna get this buttoned up, get the toolbox shut down, and then head over shortly.
Luxury lodging for the weekend. At least we got air conditioning, sort of.
Hello, sir.
We passed. About 100 pounds. You got done with tech that fast?
There's a little thing on there, I keep messing with it.
So what are you doing right now, Jack?
He said it was a little low on oil. I'm going to put a little bit in it. So I was going to take the oil cap off so we can put oil in it. And I don't think he's doing that anymore.
Are they running pro right now, or are they running?
Dude just hit 140 down the track.
Oh, so they're still running pro.
Yeah, you have 14 minutes.
What is it?
At 4 o'clock, I think that's when your class starts.
Oh, they're way behind on that.
Does it be like Mackenzie flopping?
Dude,
around?
no, I literally tried on his dress shoes and I felt like a clown.
Wow, my toe is here.
Hey, give me my boot, bud. Thanks.
So tell me all of what you just said.
We didn't make first round qualifying. We got here in time, forgot we had to do a quick alignment on it. The truck had a weird rotational clunking sound, missed Q1. So then we left. We got in line right when they started the 670 index class. We had a horrible launch. I was at like 3 pounds of boost. I floored it. It doesn't seem to be fueling as hard as it should be. It did light, but then as soon as it lit, I was looking down the track and the dude next to me, he was eating the wall at like Mach 17. So for safety purposes, I just let out. I wasn't gonna try and make that a qualifying pass. We weren't actually the worst. We were 5th from the bottom. So if that makes
Out of how many?
Out of 30. We were 25. We
I
never
mean,
had
you did have a rough
we
launch. So.
had a horrible, and my time was a 10.5, which is terrible.
Yeah. Did you test it out last night at all, or?
No, we threw it on the trailer and brought it here.
Yeah.
We just didn't have time. It's fast enough. It's just we need to be able to make a legitimate pass. At least we resolved the clunking issue in the front end.
What do you think the chances are of them letting you attempt another?
Sometimes they'll do Q3 is what they call it, qualifying. But he put in the group chat, he said, Greg that runs all the time clocks and stuff, he said, we will see if we have time, but at this point, doubtful, because we are 4 hours behind on the day.
But you think they might do some tomorrow?
Elimination races, but you have to have already qualified. Sometimes let you make one pass on your own, basically.
Right. Guess we'll see.
That's T-Can's truck right there. Wild. That's crazy. Jack's probably about to dyno his truck.
All right, Jack, it's time for a pre-dyno interview. How are we feeling?
I'm a little nervous. I've never done it before.
Really? I mean, it can't be too hard. All you do is get on rollers. It's not like you're going anywhere.
That's the goal.
What could go wrong?
The only thing I can think of is like a strap breaks and you go off the dyno.
You catapult?
Or the truck blows up.
Wasn't that what we want?
No, that's not. Oh. Nate's trying to make that happen though. Like, let's play it with nitrous no more.
Has this bad boy ever had nitrous in it?
No. Never
What
had
better
this-
time to start
never had
than
this
right
power
now?
either.
Yeah? What are your predictions for this?
You should be around 725 horsepower. As long as you can keep the converter locked, you should be good.
What's worst case scenario?
650. The issue with this is with the tuning, it's gonna want to downshift when he floors it. But if you can get to keep the converter locked, he'll be able to get a really good number. Should have sprayed it. He would have been over 1,000. If he sprayed it? Yeah. 2 full bottles and he wouldn't do it. He wanted to have his connecting rods or something.
What did he score?
First was 607. Second one was 767.
Okay.
Now it's like 5 something.
All right. Nice.
That's a good run.
767 Mustang.
Thank you, random child.
Actually, the type.
He's like Paul Revere running around spreading the news. We do. Smith's Diesel Performance. You want me to look it up?
Yes, please.
Okay. What's your name?
Cooper.
Cooper, nice to meet you. We don't have a lot of subscribers, but you're getting in early.
I probably subscribed.
Check us out.
Subscribe.
Yeah, give me. Hey, Nate. Give a shout out to Cooper. He just subscribed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Shout out to Cooper, man. You're a good hype man on the dyno.
Yeah, he's a G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keeping track of those numbers.
Heck yeah.
How do you feel?
760. I'm happy it made 767. I didn't
Yeah.
think it would throw down something like that. He was telling me that I told him I wanted to hit it with nitrous. He said, "I'll do it." I said, "My rods won't take it." He said, "They'll take it all day. They're going to do 1,000."
Yeah. I will let you use my dyno rod if you let me go grab the bottle.
My oil was up to like 202.
I'll put I'll spray it
170.
for you. 'Cause I'll know exactly when to hit it.
I'm going to go over there and get on my record.
Is that what you were wanting?
I was just hoping for over 7. Anything over 8, you risk like critical engine failure. What's that?
one more, I think. Oh yeah, I think they're gonna be done at 6.
All right, guys, rundown on what happened yesterday. Not the greatest day for us with the Smith's diesel team. We had a late start to the day. We got on the road around 7 o'clock. That made us here at UCC around 9:30. And the driver's meeting was at 8:30, which David went ahead and went to for us. And we missed qualifying one because we just didn't have time to get the truck ready. We were trying to get the alignment straight. We had to have Mackenzie go pick up a string, try to do a 4-wheel string alignment, and got that adjusted. Finally got out to the track for qualifying round 2. Went to make a pass. Terrible launch. Had maybe 3 or 4 pounds of boost on the launch. Overall, oh man, this dinging. It's gonna not be good for the video. All right, overall, just a bad pass. And to top it off, I had a caliper bolt missing on the left front wheel, so the wheel was locking up. Stole a bolt out of the Burnout truck and swapped it over to that truck. He did say last night there will be a qualifying round 3 today, if time permits. A totally new setup for us too on that truck, so it's not like we have the thing perfectly dialed in. So it's not that big a deal. If we don't get to make another pass, what we're gonna do is take it down to test and tune night down at Edgewater. But that is the plan. Right, Kenny? Gonna go see if we can break it today. If we don't break it today, then we'll bring it down to Edgewater and break it down at Edgewater.
That's right. We'll break it in Ohio properly.
Yeah.
There's the man of the hour.
Now, seriously, we gotta talk to the guy in the truck. What's your name?
My name's Nick.
UCC Dyno accident is coming your way, sir. They can have a Dyno pass here.
The girls did not stand a chance at that.
Gets to breathe a sigh of
I completely forgot to start the GoPro before my run. Can't get this stupid helmet off. There we go. Oh yeah, dude, we just ran a 685. I was on a light launch, 10 PSI, and I was a little bit of sissy on the gas pedal off the line. So I think we could easily get this thing to run a 670 perfectly. Lighted. I had a 0.44 reaction time, a 1.6 60 foot. The 8th mile was a 6.855, so you know I think we still have some room for improvement. We also don't have the nitrous kit on it yet. I think my gate opened because I got some soot on the windshield. I wasn't even paying attention, but super stoked. That thing, oh, she ran like a dream. Exactly what I wanted. This is like our first clean pass with this truck. Hooked perfectly, no breakage, no weird engine noises. I mean, really no complaints. We're gonna look this truck over, make sure we have no leaks. Probably gonna dial the gate up a little bit. 685.
680.
Probably
Yeah.
won't qualify, but
It might.
You think so?
The other guy red lighted, so.
Oh, good. It was just such a clean run. It was just like, yes.
It was a 10-pound
Yeah.
one.
Yes. Whoa!
That's a good 60 yeah.
Yes. 1.6.
So I can bring that down too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna
And like
get.
you said, you burn out.
If I can get that, yeah, exactly. If I can do a 15-pound launch and get that to a 1.4 or a 1.5. If I had that a 1.5 flat, this would be a 6.7 exactly.
That's true.
So high. If I was just watching the clock on the screen like that, I was just like, I was trying to pay attention. Like, please be a 6.8 at least.
Yeah.
I definitely will be out of 29th place. We're 4th out of qualifying.
Out of how many?
We had, it's out of 31. Yep. He just walks up, does a half squat, looks at it, says clean build fam, clean build.
Who did that?
I don't even know his name. So if you watch this video one day, thanks for the comment on the truck.
He was asking me, am I happy with my dyno number? Because it's
Yeah.
767 horsepower and 1400 torque.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So I was like, I wanted
That's insane.
to be below 8 and above 7.
That is so much torque.
Yeah.
Why below 8?
When you get above 8, the parts inside of your engine, they go from the inside of the engine to the outside of the engine
Which is not where they're supposed to
in a
be.
manner of force and gravity and inertia.
Right. Got it.
Like imagine you stand
I
on a
like
pretzel
pretzel
stick. That's what my engine would be.
I love pretzel sticks. You won't show it. Oh!
Dumb ideas.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Who's the editor? I'm the editor. We're not even monetized to begin with, dude. Okay, whatever.
Thank you. You see my flag? I may
But,
have
I mean-
failed in being a good racer, but at least we have something to hang on the wall next to our dirt drag racetrack.
I mean, it's a nice plaque.
That is actually a nice plug.
You gotta wait. You gotta wait till that guy gets up there, I think.
I'll listen to you because I don't really know what to do. But
Me either.
Yeah.
I just got volunteered when I got here.
we were supposed to be number 10th, and right now we're last because we were maybe eating dinner when this started. So
Yeah, we didn't even know until last minute
here's our
that we
driver
were in it.
on. We're behind this guy, and he's gonna tell you what to do.
So yeah, hopefully this thing will spin.
Are you next?
Yep.
Okay.
Before the over the axle piece of the exhaust, like before it reaches the axle,
Yeah.
right under the start of the bed, it was blowing a glowing orange flame out of it.
Yeah, that's where the exhaust came off before. And it was only held on by like maybe a quarter inch.
And then where the manifolds meet the up pipes, it was like, it was so orange, it was shining. Like,
Yeah.
And
The
then
announcer was like, he's glowing under that hood.
I made a joke with him before he went out, and I said, make sure you still drive the camper.
well, I don't know if it was puked fluid on the ground or if that was fire extinguisher. I hope it was fire extinguisher.
It did good for a minute. No, it's still on there.
Yeah, what happened?
Blew the coolant cap from rapid expansion, and then it overheated.
Is that what was fuel was?
It was cool. Yeah.
He tapped it right as soon as you entered. He tapped it.
On the right side?
I don't even see it. Blends right in with the dirt.
Everybody in the stands, the guys next to me, they were talking trash about 6'4s.
Yeah.
If I was a little bit more bold, I would have been like, shut up, that's my brother right there.
Yeah.
What?
Dude, how does that
That's wild, dude. Yeah, just don't look at that.
Not relevant.
That may be a slight problem.
Wait. Oh, you've already argued.
I just showed him that video. I will just send him that video.
You can see him. You have an okay.
What's going on?
That is supposed to be connected.
Oh. It is very much not so, huh?
And that's supposed to be that color,
right.
not black.
Not that color. Got it. Okay.
Making a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Well, we finally broke the Burnout truck. We made the poor decision to use our Burnout truck to tow our camper here, and we used the Platinum to tow the gooseneck with the race truck on it. But of course we had to put the Burnout truck in the Burnout pit. I mean, that's the whole point of it, right? Threw down pretty good, and then the truck just shut off. And I looked at the temps, and the coolant temp was extremely high. So I think we lifted ahead and blew the cap, and it just got super hot super fast. Like I looked down, the oil temp was at over 250 and coolant temp was 255. So she got a little warm super fast. Like it was 190, 195, and then next thing I know, the truck shut off, and I looked down and both temperatures said like 250. So it wasn't building any boost. It was fired back up after we let it sit for 10-15 seconds in the Burnout pit. We got it fired back up, we drove it over, we watched some other people's burnouts going down the road. It was not building any boost at all. Now the engine didn't have any weird noises, so that's kind of confusing to me why it's making this sound. We already ran the shop truck back home. Now we gotta go drop the camper, get the gooseneck, put the Burnout truck back up on the gooseneck to get her back home to Ohio. There's the update on what's going on. All right, we're almost back to the campground. What?
Go ahead.
No, that's pretty much it. Third run back to the campsite. So this has not been a fun time for me. We were like, all right, we're gonna bring back a turbo to throw on the Burnout truck because we smoked the turbo. We bent the shaft in the turbo, and I think it was a lubrication issue. Now seeing that it has an engine knock, I can't tell if it's a rocker arm or a lifter or a connecting rod. We're gonna find out. We're gonna get it back to the shop, get it tore down. I really would like to have that for the Burnout competition in 2 weeks. So, you know, we might throw it.
That's quite the time
Turn
frame.
right on North County Road 1000 East.
The thing was like flawless. Like the truck for every Burnout competition we've done, and then like mid-Michigan was when the first turbo went catastrophically. Now every time we've it's like just been nothing but problems. It never ran right after that.
But you put a new kind of turbo in it, right? I thought
Yeah.
you went back to the old kind.
That's what's on it now. But we put the billet forced inductions, billet dual ball bearing charger on it, $2,600 for those things, by the way. And it's currently smoked. Now they did say there is a warranty, so if we had a problem, just let them know. We can send it back, and they can probably rebuild it.
Probably want to send it back before we post this.
Yeah, he didn't even seem to care because we told him what the truck was used for. We told him, he was like, "Oh yeah, you're going to want a billet ball bearing dual, ball bearing charger, and like this is what's going to be, will stay alive the longest. Just keep good oil supply to it, keep it somewhat cool." And I was like, well, my EGTs usually are 1,400. He's like, oh, that ain't nothing compared to what some people do to it. So this truck has always been the one where I'm like, dude, we got no money in this thing. We paid $4,500 for the truck, and it has been a beast, up until mid-Michigan.
Yep.
That was the start of the end.
Well, your first mistake was going to Michigan, of all places.
Well,
boring. You don't even smoke weed, so what's the point?
When David moved it from right here to there, no noise. And then we swapped the turbo, and which is super simple, and changed the oil. And then
20-minute job.
Yeah, and it started making this sound. Oh wait, I gotta put this fuse in.
Oh my gosh. That sounds horrible. Now, Nate, I ain't no diesel mechanic, but I don't think it's supposed to be doing that.
No. He is really not happy.
Come on. It's got to get a running start. Holy crap. Oh, what? Is this tire? All back here?
Yeah.
Holy crap. From that one burnout?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, gross. Oh, you know what that makes me cookies and cream ice cream. Yeah. I would love some cookies and cream ice cream.
That before we put it out there?
No, that's... Oh, look at it.
Well, there's my belt.
Where?
Yeah, we didn't come for the truck. We just came for the belt. Yeah,
I told you to just use some ratchet straps.
Made it home.
No. Oh my gosh,
barely
that
made it on
sounded
the trailer.
horrible.
We didn't seem to care for the first like 30 burnouts we did with this thing, so I'm really not mad.
Yeah.
Like, we got a lot of work out of this truck before it finally decided to
start pooping itself.
come apart. Now the logical thing to do moving forward if this needs an engine is to eliminate the 6.4 and we're gonna put a Cummins in it because apparently those just live forever. Well, they're all loaded up, so we're heading home now. Back to the shop. All right, so we just left the campground, finally heading home for the last time. So UCC 2025, I wouldn't classify it as a bust. You know, it was fun. The shop truck.
You need a little drama.
Well, we missed Q1 qualifying, Q2 qualifying, the other dude wrecked, and I launched the truck like total trash. But then we got to the point, we had one pass left, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna have to kind of send it a little bit if I'm gonna even attempt to try and make qualifying.
Weren't you like 0.1 second off of
Yeah,
qualifying?
so the slowest qualifying pass was 7.79, and we ran a 7.85.
Yeah.
So we were
just, like,
4/600ths of a second away.
Yeah.
From qualifying. So for our first pass, decent pass with that truck,
First legit pass.
yeah, I was actually really happy with that. So we did fail on two things on the tech side of things. We needed roll cage padding. The other thing was I needed drive shaft loops, which I didn't know. Well, I think I did read it, I just didn't know.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, we'll just go with that.
I didn't realize how fast I was going.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, burnout truck exploded. So there's that. Like
Sure, they've
catastrophically,
heard it by now.
I think I shattered a wrist pin on the bottom end of the piston. That is what she sounds like, and that means I need a whole motor, and that means it costs lots of money. So
Are you doing the baby talk thing like David now too?
Yeah.
I hate you guys. Say it one time, explain it to me like I'm 5, and now everybody baby talks to you.
I'm just baby talking to YouTube.
To the general audience that does not know.
Yep.
I understand.
So
I'll just send it in.
the motor that's supposed to be the one piece, but in all seriousness,
real talk.
Real talk. I think I lifted ahead. The engine got too hot very rapidly, and my oil temp just skyrocketed and got the bottom end hot. The other side of things is I don't really have an exhaust gas temperature gauge on this thing, and I've been told that multiple times I have had a slight glowing of my exhaust manifolds. Actually, I caught them on fire twice, so it might be a little warm. We're gonna get it back to the shop, get it tore down, and post some carnage videos. I don't know, every time we have a carnage video, it gets worse. Last time it was just a turbo, this time it's a whole motor.
Yeah.
So, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.
Obi, still my beating heart. I am so proud right now. Wow. And you actually got it first try. Have you been practicing that in here?